Gadadha Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, today is the most auspicious day of appearance day of Gadadhar Pandit. Gadadhar Pandit, one of the members of the Panchatattva. According to Gaur Ganodesh Dipika, Gadadhar Pandit is an expansion of Srimati Radharani. Gadadhar Pandit and Lord Chaitanya Nimai, they were childhood friends. They were very, very close friends, very attached to each other, have a lot of pastimes together. In some places, Gaur Gadadhar is worshipped. Gaur Gadadhar, yeah. Of course, we have been given the worship of Gaur Nitai. So worship of Gaur Gadadhar is very high, at a very high stage. And we say the Panchatattva mantra every morning. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So it's his appearance day today, very auspicious day. We can certainly pray to Gadadhar Pandit as he is so devoted at the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya that we may also have a drop of devotion from his ocean of devotion. Okay, continue reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 9, Chapter 6. We have been hearing the lineage of Vaivastha Manu coming from Maharaj Ikshvaku. And then we heard Saubhari Muni, now he's come to King Mandata for, he wants a wife, so he's come to King Mandata. So reading on. Sa vichintya priyam strinam
स विचिन्तया अप्रियस्त्रीणां
Jarathoham asanmatah
जरथोऽहम् असत्मतः
Bali palita ejatka
बलीता एतत्क
iti aham pratyud aratah.
इतिहं प्रद्युदारतः
Sadishye tathatmanam
साधयिष्ये तथा आत्मानं
surastrinam abhipsitam
सुरस्त्रीणाम् अभिपीडितम्
kim punar manujendranam
पुनर्मनुज इन्द्राणाम्
iti vyavasitah prabhu.
इति
इति
व्यवसितः
व्यवस्थितः प्रभुः.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Saubhari Muni thought, I am now feeble because of old age. My hair has become grey, my skin is slack, and my head always trembles. Besides, I am a yogi. Therefore, women do not like me. Since the king has thus rejected me, I shall reform my body in such a way as to be desirable even to celestial women. What to speak of the daughters of worldly kings? Because the king told Saubhari Muni, the Muni went to king and said, give me one of your daughters. And then the king says, oh, well, my daughters are free to choose whoever they want to marry. And so Saubhari Muni takes it as like a rejection. He says, oh, I'm so old and so unattractive. I'm going to make myself so attractive that even the heavenly women will be attracted to me. Muni praveshita shatra
मुनिः
निश्चितः
प्रवेशितशतरा
शतः
kanyanta puram riddhimat
कन्यायान्तः पुरं वृद्धिमान्
vritasa raja kanyabhir
वृतः स राजन् कन्याभिरेकम्
ekam panchashatavara
एकं पञ्चाशतावरः
पञ्चाशतावरः
Thereafter, when Saubhari Muni became quite a young and beautiful person, the messenger of the palace took him inside the residential quarters of the princesses, which were extremely opulent. All 50 princesses then accepted him as their husband, although he was only one man. So he's become so attractive now that all the 50 princesses want to marry him. He's become young and attractive. Yeah. Nowadays, the beauty industry, yeah, we have so many products, so many, what do you say, procedures, so many things to make us look young and beautiful, take away the wrinkles, cover our graying hair. But here, he's a Muni. He has this mystic power by which he can just make himself look so young and attractive. Tasam kalir abudbhuyams.
तासां
तासां
कलिरभूयात्
कलिरबोधूया
Tad arte poya sauridam.
तद् अर्थे
तदर्थे
पोदसोरितम्
पूर्णसोरिता
Mam anurupo nayamba.
मम अनुरूपो
आनुरूपो
नायं
नायं वा
Iti tad gata chetasam.
इति
इति तद्गतचेतसाम्
तदचेतसि
Thereafter, the princesses, being attracted by Saubhari Muni, gave up their sisterly relationship and quarreled among themselves, each one of them contending, "This man is just suitable for me and not for you." In this way, there ensued a great disagreement. So now they're fighting among each other that we want to marry him. Sabharachastabhiraparaniya
सभाबृहुश्चास्तविपारणीया
tapashriyanagrayaparichadeshu.
तपश्रिया अनार्यपरिच्छदेषु
परिचये
Graheshu nanopavanámbalambaha.
ग्रहणेषु नानो उपवनमलम्ब
भव
Sarasu saugandhikakaananeshu.
सरः
सरस्सु
सौगन्धिककाननेषु
Maharhashyasanavastrabhushana.
महर्षशय्यासनवस्त्रभूषण
Snananulepabyavaharamalayake.
स्नाननुलेपाव्यवहारमालये
स्नानानुलेपाव्यवहारमाल्य
Svalankrita stri purusheshu nityada.
स्त्रीपुरुषे
स्वलङ्कृतस्त्रीपुरुषेषु नित्यदा
Remenu
रेमेनुगाय द्विजभृङ्गवन्दिषु
Because Saubhari Muni was expert in chanting mantras perfectly, his severe austerities resulted in an opulent home with garments, ornaments, properly dressed and decorated maidservants and manservants, and varieties of parks with clear water, lakes, and gardens. In the gardens, fragrant with varieties of flowers, birds chirped, and bees hummed, surrounded by professional singers. Saubhari Muni's home was amply provided with valuable beds, seats, ornaments, and arrangements for bathing, and there were varieties of sandalwood creams, flower garlands, and palatable dishes. Thus surrounded by opulent paraphernalia, the Muni engaged in family affairs with his numerous wives. Saubhari Rishi was a great yogi. Yogic perfection makes available 8 material opulences: Anima, Lagima, Mahima, Prapti, Parakamya, Ishitva, Vashitva, and Kama Vayasita. Saubhari, so these are the 8 opulences, the Ashtasiddhi. Saubhari Muni exhibited super excellence in material enjoyment by dint of his yogic perfection. Does anyone remember? We heard before also, was a yogi, he created an opulent airplane or
Kapila Muni's father,
Kapila Muni. Kapila Muni's father.
Devahuti,
Yeah, Kardama
Devahuti's
Muni.
husband,
Yeah,
Kardamba
Kardama
Muni,
Muni.
yes, Kardamba
Yeah,
Muni.
yeah. He also made like a flying city, very opulent flying city with palaces and lakes and ornamented maidservants and like very opulent. He was going all over the universe. Here we can see Saubhari Muni is also created great palace. So the word Bhahavracha means expert in chanting mantras. As material opulence can be achieved by ordinary material means, it can also be achieved by subtle means through mantras. So one can work hard, make money, and then get all these things. Right? We see in today's time, people will have big mansions and all this opulence. So the munis can get all this simply by chanting mantras. By chanting mantras, Saubhari Muni arranged for material opulence, but this was not perfection in life. As will be seen, Saubhari Muni became very dissatisfied with material opulence and thus left everything and re entered the forest in the Vanaprastha order and achieved final success. So, by chanting mantras, he's got material opulence. Mantra to free the mind.
So he was
So,
still a Muni, but opulent Muni,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Because he still has all the yogic powers, his siddhis, whatever he has accumulated, he still has that. But right now he's just a bit distracted.
Means he transformed, but to an opulent Muni, means like attractive and, right?
Yeah,
Not that
and
he
he's become a householder now. He's,
household.
yeah, right now he has his wives, and so he's enjoying his life. But Prabhupada is saying here that what's going to happen, what we are going to read. We're going to read that very soon he's going to feel that, oh, I don't enjoy this. I have so much material opulence, but it doesn't satisfy my heart. So coming soon, we are going to read that. So those who are not Atma Tattvavid, who do not know the spiritual value of life, can be satisfied with external material opulences. But those who are Atma Tattvavid are not inspired by material opulence. This is the instruction we can derive from the life and activities of Saubhari Muni. So one who understands the value of human life understand that we are not the body, we are the soul. To them, material opulence is not so attractive then.
So he was, what they're trying to say is that he was Atma Tatvit, right?
Yeah, yeah, he
Okay.
was.
Yeah, okay.
He's after all a great Muni.
Hmm.
Great Muni.
But then he had the desire, no? It came.
That's what. Just a temporary, he's gotten like a temporary diversion or a
Mm.
temporary distraction right now. Yad Karastyam tu samvikshya
Yadgharastyam tu
Yam tu
samvikshya
samvikshya
sapta dvi pavati pati
sapta
Swaptavati
bhavati
Pati
pati
vismita stambam ajahat
Vismitah
vismita
Stambam
stambam
Ajahat
ajaha
sarvabhauma shriyanvitam.
sarvabhauma
Sarvabhaumashyanvitam.
shriyanam.
Mandata, the king of the entire world, consisting of 7 islands, was struck with wonder when he saw the household opulence of Saubhari Muni. Thus he gave up his false prestige in his position as emperor of the world. Everyone is
Hare
proud of
Krishna.
his own position. Hare Krishna.
Cannot hear you, Shilpa ji.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't hear?
Yeah, now
Just
we can hear you.
now,
Now
yeah.
we can.
Now you can hear. Okay. It seems my internet is not very stable. Let's see. Let's continue. Everyone is proud of his own position, but here was an astounding experience in which the emperor of the entire world felt himself defeated in all details of material happiness by the opulence of Saubhari Muni. So Mandata, emperor of the world, so he's certainly supposed to be the most opulent, right, of this world. But Saubhari Muni is being more opulent than him. So he's realizing, oh, I'm the emperor, I should be more opulent. But here he is a Muni and he is more opulent than me. Helped him give up the false prestige. It may happen to us. We may think, oh, I have this, I have that. But then we may see another one having more. And then may make us realize that, oh, I'm not so great after all. Evam griheshu abhirato
एवं
Evam
ग्रहेषे अपभीरतो
vishayan vivide sukhe
विषयान्
Vishwayan
बधै सुखे
sevamano na chatushyat
सेवमानो न
Sevamano na
चातुष्यत्
chatushya
ajyasto kerivanala.
आतुष्यत्
Adhyatso
आज्यस्तो
Kirivanala.
इव अनल.
In this way, Saubhari Muni enjoyed sense gratification in the material world, but he was not at all satisfied. Just as a fire never ceases blazing if constantly supplied with drops of fat. Material desire is just like a blazing fire. If a fire is continually supplied with drops of fat, the fire will increase more and more and never be extinguished. Therefore, the policy of trying to satisfy material desires by catering to one's material demands will never be successful. We are told, oh, you have a desire, fulfill it. You never know, otherwise, uh, yeah, that's what we are like. People say that, but in fact, we are hearing material desires are never going to be finished. We fulfill one desire, another one comes up. Fulfill one desire, another one comes up. So there has to be like a level of satisfaction. Sure, we can't say, oh, I don't need anything. What we need, we need. We are, after all, in this material world, in this material body. But overindulgence, yeah, overindulgence is never going to satisfy us. So in modern civilization, everyone is engaged in economic development, which is another way of constantly dropping fat into the material fire. The Western countries have reached the summit of material civilization, but people are still dissatisfied. We can see that. There is so much, and this Prabhupada is writing, say, 50 years ago, and after now we have even more advancement. We have smartphones, social media, we have AI, so much more. But we can see that as a society, there's still wars going on, unrest. Uh, there's no peace. There's no happiness. So real satisfaction is Krishna consciousness. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 5:29, where Krishna says, Bhuktaram yakya tapasam sarva loka maheshwaram suridam sarva bhutanam gyatva mam shantim richati. The sages who know me as the ultimate purpose of all sacrifices and austerities, the Supreme Lord of all planets and demigods, and the benefactor and well-wisher of all living entities, attains peace from the pangs of material miseries. One must therefore take to Krishna consciousness and advance in Krishna consciousness by properly following the regulative principles. Then one can attain an eternal, blissful life and peace and knowledge. So we are trying to find peace through material means. We are trying to find happiness through fulfillment of material desires. But here by Saubhari Muni's life we can see he was so opulent. He could fulfill all his desires, material desires. But yet he is feeling not satisfied. He's not feeling the bliss. And the only way to feel satisfied and bliss by taking up Krishna consciousness, understanding that Krishna is the supreme controller, the supreme proprietor, that he is our best friend, engaging in service of Krishna, that can give us real happiness, eternal happiness, unending happiness, knowledge. Comments, questions?
So it seems that, yeah, he was a great Muni, no doubt, because he had the realization after all. So, yeah, he got involved for some time in the material opulence and all that. After seeing the fish, so that means that what we see is very, very important. It can have impact on us. It has a very deep impact on us because he just saw,
Yeah,
and it was his fall down. So, like, we should be very, very careful how we use our eyes, what we are watching,
yeah. As a matter of fact, all the senses. What are
all the
we
senses, yes,
watching? What are we hearing?
eating,
We get influenced. Eating,
yeah.
we
So it
get
can have a very
influence.
deep impact, right?
Yeah, it's true.
So, like, then again, the association, right? Like, what kind of,
Yeah. Are
it
we
will have a very deep.
associating? What association? So association is also how we associate what we are associating our senses with. Yeah, it's true.
And then some, like, whenever I heard this also first time, I was always so amazed that why would he go in the water, And I mean, yeah, this just question comes, and there must be some reason, I'm sure. But then how we have heard that, like, how even Bharat Maharaj, like, he went alone and he did everything, and then there was a fall down for him. So, like, he went alone. He was not in association of other devotees,
Mm.
right? He was alone in the water.
Well, he's doing yoga. So yoga,
So not bhakti. He's not
meditation.
doing the
Yeah,
bhakti, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Bharat Maharaj was engaged in devotional service.
Yes, yes.
So Bhari Muni is engaged in the process of yoga, meditation. So that's
Okay.
why he has to be alone.
Okay.
Krishna
Not
says,
bhakti.
go
He's not in
alone to
bhakti,
the
right?
forest. In the sixth chapter, Krishna is saying, go alone to the
Hmm.
forest. So,
Okay. So he's a muni.
yeah,
Okay.
he's a Muni.
Yeah. Because for the bhakta, it is always suggested that be in association of the like-minded devotees,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's clear.
Okay. Shall we stop here?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila
Jai.
Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur
Jai.
Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare
Jai.
Krishna.